Hey y'all, it's Patrick Langhans, Cross Country Mortgage. It's your weekly lending update. Today we're going to be talking about inflation and mortgage rates, and we're going to dive deep, so stay tuned. Sorry, I can't find my selfie stick, so it might be a little bumpy. Just holding this phone with the good old hand. So here's what's going on. I think we have 2 months, maybe 3 months of opportune time for buyers to negotiate with sellers, and here's why. Rates are more than likely going to drop in the next few months, and competition's going to increase. Now, we don't need competition to increase to 29 offers, 30 offers on one home. We only need competition to increase to 2 buyers trying to buy the same home before we lose some of these opportunities that we have right now, like getting sellers to pay 3-2-1 buy downs, getting sellers to pay permanent buy downs, getting sellers to buy out at PMI, buyers being able to buy homes with down payment assistance and bring as little as $1,000 to the closing table. It only takes one other buyer trying to get the same home to start a bidding war, not 29 other buyers like it was earlier. So this is why I think we only have a few months. Rates right now are being strictly driven by inflation. And inflation, we keep getting signs that inflation is decreasing. So I saw one of the biggest rate drops I've ever seen in the history of me being in the business, so 20 years, a few weeks ago when an inflation report came out, that inflation had declined. And we saw like 0.5% to 0.75% drop in inflation. Wednesday, the Federal Reserve came out and said, hey, we're going to slow down on raising rates. That means that the Federal Reserve is not as concerned about inflation, and rates plummeted again. So we have another inflation report coming out in December 13th. That could drive rates down into the 5s if it comes out favorable. And rates in the 5s, now the news is probably singing praises about rates being in the 5s instead of a few months ago they were crying and screaming about rates being in the 5. That may spark more buyers to get out there, more competition, and like I said, it only takes one other buyer to start a bidding war. 2 people going after the same home, bidding war. Now we can't get 3-2-1 buy down. Now we can't get 2-1 buy down. Can't get seller pay closing costs. Gotta go up in price. So I think that's the biggest risk potential home buyers face in the future market, or if they're waiting to buy. So I say all that to say, hey, now is a great opportunity, especially for first-time home buyers. I mean, we had a closing on Tuesday. The client bought a home for $1,000. They bought their first home for $1,000. So I think these opportunities, there is a risk of that availability being short, maybe a couple months. So my point is, get out there, talk to your clients. If you need help with that, I have a home buyer class coming up on Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. It's a webinar. Check it out. Invite some of your clients. It's just me. There's no other agents marketing, just me. And we're going to be talking about some of this stuff. So hope you found value in that. I would not be surprised if we saw national average rates somewhere in the 5s in December, maybe January. That's just what I'm seeing out there. So if you have questions, let me know. Thanks.